let's get started. Miss Jayla, it's that time. Wonder Twin Powers, activate. Form of Miss Tameka. Hello.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Really? But we're Wonder Twins.
Miss Tameka.
We're in the form of teachers.
No, I did not agree to this.
Yeah, we did. Okay, well then let's just get started. I'm Miss Tameka.
I'm Miss Jayla.
We are your children's teacher for room 109.
Hi.
Hi, welcome to our back to school night.
Welcome.
Welcome. Are you laughing at me? Oh, I thought you were just laughing.
I'm not laughing. I'm dancing.
All right. So, again, welcome to preschool, back to school night for 109. So, here are a few things we're going to go over in our little presentation here. A little background information about Miss Jayla and I, how long we've been in this field, what we expect from our parents, what we expect from the children, classroom schedules, couple of rules, do little pictures around in the classroom. Are you ready to get started? You ready, Miss J?
I'm ready.
Ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. All righty, that's me. Hi.
And that's me. Hi, everybody.
That does not look like
That's me. If I say that's me, that's me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, that's her. So here's me. That's me. Let's say I was born in Chicago, but I was raised in California. I'm not a Connecticutite. Is that the word we want to say?
Cool. I thought it was a Norocan.
It's not Connecticutite.
It's not a Connecticut.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So
Connecticut.
I'm so sorry. So born in Chicago, raised in California, 4 children, 2 dogs, a guinea pig. I've been working with kids since I was 14 years old. I started working with special needs children in public schools. In 2005, my family and I moved to Connecticut from California. And that's when I started working with preschool children. And I've been working with them ever since. My family. Say hi, family. I'm 109. Miss Jayla.
Hi, I'm Miss Jayla. I grew up in Norwalk, Connecticut, so you can say I've been here all my life. My passion has always been seeing improvement. I really believe that this is the age that the children will be able to learn the foundation. This is the foundation for the rest of their lives, especially for the ones that are going to kindergarten. I've been working with children since I was 15 years old. I graduated high school early and started internship working with children.
Really? You graduated early?
I did. I'm a little smart.
That's cool. That's why we wanted our kids to, we want all our kids to graduate early.
All of our children to graduate.
Yes, I'm so sorry. We want all of our children to graduate early. So, as I said before, I've been working with children for over 20 years. I started in public school as an educational aide for special needs children. I hold a bachelor's degree in early childhood. I also have a master's degree in special education. And I've been here at the Maritime Odyssey Preschool since the beginning of time of 2016 when we opened. Yes.
I started working with children, like I said, when I was 15 years old. I spent 4.5 years working in the early childhood field, though. I am currently enrolled and working on my associates in early childhood. I've worked at Merrimack, Nathan Hale, Rowton Middle School, Rowayton, and I've been at Odyssey for about a year and some change now.
Wow, and we're happy since she's here.
Yes.
Yay, we're happy you're here, Miss Jayla.
I'm happy I'm here.
Your children love her. All righty. Some of our classroom expectations for the children. So in this classroom, we expect that the children can dress and undress themselves. This is very, very important because when accidents happen, sometimes we're not allowed, we we can't get to them as fast as we need to, but they're in preschool. They're about to go to kindergarten, maybe not soon, but they're going, and they need to be able to dress and undress themselves. We want them to be able to eat with utensils. Sometimes they try to eat with their hands. It's very difficult to eat soup with their hands, but they will try it. I've seen it. We want them to be able to go to the restroom on their own, to wash their hands and flush the toilet. That's so important. Please make sure that we're flushing the toilet. They're flushing the toilet at home and they wash their hands after. We want them to make sure that they cover their mouths when they sneeze or cough. I know that we're all wearing masks, but sometimes our children, it could be during when they're eating, they'll sneeze and they'll freely sneeze out. We don't want that to happen. So we want to make sure that they're always covering with, what's that thing called, their elbow, right? Inside the, yeah, like that. So we also want them to be able to clean up after themselves. This is a big thing. Children will take out all the toys and, hey, that's what I want to get up and go over there and play, and they just leave the mess there. Or even after they're done eating, they just leave it there. We are their second teachers. You're their first teachers. We are teaching them to be independent. So please make sure that when they're at home, that they're cleaning up after themselves. Your mommies and daddy, you're not playing with the toys. They take them out at home, they make a mess, make sure they clean them up. Miss Jayla.
We have our parent expectations. Like Ms. Tameka said, we are their second teachers and you guys are their first teachers, and we cannot do this without you. So please, teaching the children to wash their hands is a big thing. As you know, we are coming off a pandemic, and it's important to get all those germs off their hands because they're touching everything, and they're touching their face, and they're touching their eyes. And we just want to keep this class and the children as healthy as possible. Another thing, like Ms. Tameka said, undressing and dressing, it's really important that the kids know how to pull their pants down when they have to use the bathroom and pull them back up when they are done. This is a very important skill that they're going to have to take with them to kindergarten and so on and so forth. Feeding themselves.
May I interject, please?
Yes, you may.
Okay, touching on what she's saying when she says that you make sure that you help show your child how to dress and undress. The only way they can do that is if they have easily, what is the word?
Easy removable clothing. Easy removable.
Yes, that word, what she says. Wonder Twins, come on. If you send your child to school with a belt on and they do not know how to open the belt, guess what happens when they wait till the last minute to go to the bathroom? They have an accident. Please don't put a belt on them if they don't know how to do it, because that becomes, we have to continuously buckle and unbuckle their belts. No, thank you. If they don't need it, please don't put it. Send them with sweatpants or stretchy pants or something like that, something that they can easily pull down to go to the bathroom and pull up when they're done in the bathroom. Please make sure that their clothes are big enough where they can do it and they won't have to ask help to get them up and down. If they're too tight and they can't get them on, then we're not going to be able to get them on either. So it becomes hard for us too. Okay.
Yes, very. Like Ms. Tameka said, feeding themselves, we really want to teach them the importance of self-help. I think that's a big way to keep them independent as they're getting older. So just wanting to either use like a spoon or saying I have to use the bathroom. We want them to be able to speak up, and if something's wrong, for them to say it. It really helps with the transition of them from the toddler room to the preschool room to kindergarten. Please make sure you get your kids in before the 8:50 cutoff time. It is very important that we keep the kids on a not a strict routine, but a comfortable, I don't want to say relaxed routine, because but to get them in before the cutoff, because they can get used to being in the classroom, being around the other children, because during the day we're doing a lot of activities, and it just makes them feel more, I want to say, happy to come here, because they'll know what to expect and they'll get more used to what's going on. Please
And
No
we
pets.
know,
Yes.
as teachers and as a parent myself, I know that emergencies come up.
Yep,
And
absolutely.
sometimes, you know, you can run into traffic, or hey, my child just didn't want to get out of bed.
Mhm,
We got out of
mhm.
bed at the last minute. They give me a hard time coming. If you can be courteous enough to call and let us know that you're running late. But please don't make this a daily thing where, oh, I'm late, I'm running late, and then tomorrow I'm running late, and then the next day I'm running late. It becomes, no, it's not helping you, it's not helping your child. And it's actually disruptive us because we have to stop what we're doing to keep answering the phone. They're running late, they're running late, they're running late.
Mhm.
Please try to be here on time, because as Ms. Jayla said, we keep them on a schedule and they get used to doing things. And when they're late, what happens is they come in and they disrupt what we're doing during learning time or whatever we're doing. So it's good when we keep them on a good schedule, because once they get here inside the classroom, we're on a packed schedule that we keep
Yes.
to every day. It's not like they come here and they're just playing all day. We have a strict learning schedule that they need to keep to. So being here on time actually helps them, and actually being here actually helps them. So it's not just about being here on time. Please make sure if your child does not have to be out of school, please bring them. We would love to see them. We need them to be here, because when they're not here, they're not learning and we're not teaching them. So then when it's time for them to move on, they don't have the skills that they need. And then it's gonna hurt them. It's not just hurting us, it's hurting them. And we don't want that to happen. So we want to make sure that they're prepared to move on to the next stage. So bring them on time. Bring them. Please bring them. Miss Jayla, back to you.
Also, please, no open toe shoes. If we want the kids, little toes need to be covered. No toys, please. I see sometimes the kids will have a toy in the morning time and the parent will take it away, and then it disrupts their entire morning. So please refrain from bringing toys into the classroom. Please send a blanket with your child for nap time. Sometimes it can get a little cold in here and they're over there huddled like this because they don't have no
And the
blanket.
winter time is coming, so
Yes,
it will get
please.
cold.
Yes, it's back to you, Miss Tameka.
It's back to me already.
Yes,
Okay, so I'm gonna add something else that's there also. Please make sure that your children have extra clothes. Some of your children are here and they don't have clothes in their box. And guess what? Accidents happen. When that happens, guess what? We're gonna have to call you, ring, ring. Mom, he doesn't have any extra clothes, so you have to leave work and bring your child some clothes, because they're not gonna sit here like that all day. That's not fair to them. I don't want to have to call you guys, so please make sure that your child has extra sets of clothes in the classroom. Where there's also no backpacks, no backpacks. I'm so sorry, but there are no backpacks because the cubbies that we have, your child shares with another child, and they're small, so it's not enough space for coats, backpacks, and everything else that goes in there. So we're limiting the space and all the things that go in there. Next, our class schedule. It's a little long, right? This is what we were talking about, a packed schedule. We are a STEAM-focused school. We focus on science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And on any given day, we have world art and drumming. We have world art and drumming with Mr. Jones. We have science with Miss Lauren and the Maritime Aquarium. There are things that we do, and like I say, we have a packed schedule. So when you bring in a child late or you don't bring them in at all, they're missing out on these things, and they get used to the schedule. So when they come in after they've missed a day, oh, we have no, that was yesterday. Yes, they love going to drumming and they love going to science. So if they don't have to miss school, please bring your child to school. The schedule I can make available to you. I will post it outside of the classroom. I will also provide you with a copy if you like. But there's our schedule. Ms. Jayla, back over to you.
These are our classroom rules. We try Oh, no, we do. We try and we do to explain the classroom rules to the kids every day or, every other day, because they're really important and these really help them get used to the routine and really makes the process a lot more smooth. I'll go over them with you because I know you guys know these rules as well. To listen to the teacher, it's really important for them to turn on their listening ears and to pay attention because it really helps them know what's going on in the classroom. And rule number 2, keep your hands and feet to yourself. We have a lot of kids who get really excited and really want to, be around their friends, and they'll either touch them or they'll give them like a side hug, and they'll try to kick them with their feet because they're so excited, or give each other a hug. As we're coming out of a pandemic, we try to keep all the contact to a minimum, just because it keeps the classroom from potential, little scares. We want to keep the germs to a minimum. So keeping feet and hands to yourself is a very, very important rule that we have. Raising your hand to speak. We do have 20 kids in the classroom. Oh my gosh, I see a hand. Is that Miss Tameka? Yes, Miss Tameka.
My hand is up.
Hi.
So back to what you were saying with the hands and feet. Yes, we are trying to keep germs to a minimum. We're also trying to teach our kids that hitting and kicking our friends is not okay. We're trying to be safe, safe, safe. And when you hit a friend or kick a friend, it hurts them. And then it not only hurts them, but then it hurts your child as well, because, oh, I'm not your friend. I don't want to play with you. You hit me. No, we don't want that to happen. We want to be safe at all times. Okay, my hand is down now. Your turn again.
Using your inside voice. This is also a big one because a lot is going on in the classroom, and it really helps when everybody is paying attention, and it doesn't really help when a child is, hi, Michelle, Mr. Mika, because there's others that have something to say. So really using your inside voice really helps them learn when to raise their voice. Like when we're outside, they can scream as loud as they want. They can, shout from the top
And
of the,
they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
They do.
But when we're inside in a classroom setting, even at home, I'm sure there was no yelling in the house. Just as there's no yelling in the house, no yelling in the classroom. We also have one, staying quietly in line. We do go on field trips from time to time, and we do go down the hall to the science room, and we have field trips, and it's really important for the kids to stay quiet in line because there's other classes that are happening as well. There's toddler room, there's infant rooms, and it's really important that the kids learn how to be in a line and to be quiet and to wait for the teacher. That's where all these rules come into play, with the listening and using the inside voice and staying quietly in line. We also have walking for safety. A lot of kids get super excited and they start running, and we really want them to walk in the classroom because there's a lot of objects in the classroom that they can either slip and hurt themselves, and we don't want that at all. And to be kind and respectful, which is a very big one. I'm sure you have your kids at home be kind of respectful to you, just as they are to you. They have to be to us. And cleaning up, even to each other, because that's a big, we have a lot of friends who don't like to share, or who will, just kind of snatch things. And we think it's very important for the kids to learn to be kind to one another, because we're all in this together. High School Musical. Clean up your area. That's a big one. That's a really big one. It's evolving with the self-help and the teaching independence. We want the kids to be able to, if they have rice, to be able to clean up after themselves when they're done. If they're playing with toys, we don't want them to, hop over to the next location. We want them to clean up after themselves and then go to the next location, just because it's important for them to realize that if they make a mess, they have to clean it up. They're going to have to learn that in kindergarten, and so on and so forth.
Nice one, Miss Jayla.
Thank you.
All righty. Ooh, snacks. Yay. Okay. So in this classroom, we are trying to promote healthy eating. So when you're sending in a snack for your child, I'm going to ask that you try to send in something healthy. Something healthy could include yogurt, fruit, vegetables. Please don't send any juice. Please, please, please. No juice, no cookies, no chips, no candy, no cake, no cupcakes, no gum. And trust me, I've seen it. Over the years, I've seen all of these things. If you're sending grapes, please make sure that you cut them in half because it becomes a choking hazard when they're not cut in half and they're whole. We are to the utmost a peanut-free school. So please don't send in anything with nuts, peanut butter. Please make sure you read the label. If it contains anything with peanuts, please do not send it. We do have children in this classroom particularly that is allergic to peanuts. So please be mindful when sending in a snack with your child.
Parent communication. This is a big one because, like I said, Ms. Tameka said earlier, you guys are the first teachers and we are their second teachers. And it is important for us to work together as a team to make the children to be the best they are in everything. Teamwork makes the dream work. Parent communication through class tag, verbal communication, even using their homework folder. It's very important that we know your concerns, your questions, whatever you have to say, whatever you have to tell us. We want to be united, okay? We want the kids to have the best experience. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact either me or Ms. Tameka through these three outlets. These will definitely. I thought there was 4.
Those math skills that I was talking about earlier.
It's very important that we work together to really help the kid with anything. If there's questions on projects, if there's questions about potty training, feel free to ask us. It is really big that we understand each other because we're going to be talking to each other for as long as the kid is here. So let's really make this communication be its best.
Parent involvement, Miss Jayla, parent involvement, my favorite. So for those parents that are old, you're not old by age, you've been with me for a while. Okay, let me
rewind.
I'll take it. So for those parents that have been with me for a while, you know that I am very, very big on classroom, my parent participation. It's a must in this classroom. It's not like an option, it's mandatory. So in this classroom, I give your children homework, but I also give you homework as well. Each month in our curriculum, we have a theme. And based off of that theme, I will send home a project to you. It's not just like, let me write a sentence and that homework is done. No, it's a project. Like your child is an elementary school project because your children are never too, is it too old or too young?
Never too young. Because they just started. They're like 3.
They're never too young to learn something. And we teach them a lot of things. And when I send home projects, it's a way for the family to do things together. It's also a way for you to communicate with your child, not only about the things that they've learned in school, because you want to talk to them, hey, so how was your day? Oh, we're going to do this. And they can start telling you about some of the things that they've done. And you can also share with them as well your side, your take on that topic. And it also helps them because guess what happens after they do the project? They actually have to come in and present it. Mm-hmm. So this is where the communication part comes in. You must communicate with your children daily, please. When they get home, ask them, what did you do today? What did you learn? You want them to talk. We want them to talk. And with these projects, that gives them a way to express the things that they've learned, or they've learned from me, they've learned from Ms. Jayla, they've learned from you as their parents. There's a project coming up. There's a project coming up. And because we started Hispanic Heritage Month. So there's a lot that goes along with that. You guys are going to have to do a heritage song. You're going to have to do a My Country research report. You're also going to have to do a country poster board. I'm going to send home a poster board and you're going to decorate that board based off of your country. So you're gonna put the name of your country at the top. You're gonna put things on there like the foods and the clothing, the art. You can put anything on there. Sky's the limit. Be creative. I love creativity. I have creative children in this classroom. Be creative. I'm very animated, as you guys have already experienced. If you have more than one country, do one country on one side, flip it over. Do another country on the other side. It's your choice if you want to do one or two. But that project is coming. I am ready to do that now. I'm sorry, but I'm really not sorry. But yeah, there's homework. Not only for your children, but for you. School's back in session.
The curriculum. Ooh. Okay, so each month there is a different theme, and each week we touch on a different area of what that theme is. We use Big Day for pre-K. For example, like if there was a November theme, it would be, my family, and week 1 we would be like, who's in my family? The kids can really take a look at their family. Week 2, we can talk about how y'all take care of each other, or how the family takes care of each other, which really, is great to talk about. Week 3, we talk about family fun, which is exciting. And week 4, we talk about all kinds of families. And this is a great example of what we would do, for the different themes that are going to be coming up soon.
Yeah, so we basically break down a theme into sub themes. So it gives them a bigger idea of what the things are, because it's not just about family. There are different aspects that go into family, just like Hispanic Heritage Month. We're going to start off with family. How are maybe the family dynamics in Hispanic Heritage Month? We're gonna break it down and go down. We're gonna do a week on the clothing. We're gonna do a week on the foods, the arts, the music. We're gonna do all those things, because we're not gonna just throw all the information out there to your child. We're gonna break it down to help them better understand what they're learning. Okay, are we ready for the next slide?
Yes.
Oh, it's a glimpse into our classroom. So this week we have been learning all about me. Not about me personally, but your child. So your child is learning all about
themselves.
When we go, this is all about me, all about my name. They did that activity. It's a math activity. So writing activity is a math activity, because not only did they have to write their name, but they had to write how many letters were in their name. They had to count it out, and then they can write how many sticks. They can do everything, and it helps them with the counting. Count how many letters are in your name. Write your name. All about me, the self-portraits. Look at those beautiful portraits. Come on. The details.
The hair.
Like creative children. Yes. We are doing a fairy tale theme this year. Your children are loving it, because we try to incorporate a different fairy tale every day. At the end of the day, they're waiting for you guys. Well, we will read a fairy tale. When I say we, I mean Miss Jayla, because she has this amazing voice of changing her voice with all these different accents and voices, and kids love it. I love it. So they're coming to love these stories. And I'm a very colorful, animated person, as some of you may know. And the classroom reflects that. It's like a color explosion here. Very animated. And your children love those things. So I try to incorporate things that they love. And these are things that they love. These are things that they know. Little Mermaid. Hey, she's in the bathroom. Let's go in the bathroom with the Little Mermaid. All right. So it is that time. We are at the end where if you have any questions, obviously you can't ask me because it's on the computer. But you can ask Anytime you see us, again, the parent communication that Ms. Jayla mentioned through class tag, you can email us through there. You can verbally ask us, you can write a note and stick it in a folder. Anyway, just let us know. We're always here for you when you need us. Any questions, feel free to ask. We want to thank you for coming to our classroom 109.
Thank you for coming.
Bye. Bye.
Still recording.
I know that.
Okay.